Hello, Slurpers! This is Slurper the Dog here, and today I am going to do something I'm kind of hyped for this. We've got a tier list, and up for tiering every single one of my videos that isn't unlisted. Recently I've been getting a lot of subscribers, and obviously my newer content is getting some more views. I wanna kind of showcase my backlog, like give a review on all my videos, and hopefully encourage you guys to watch some of my older videos and hopefully do some stuff, whatever. So first off, very first video I ever made, Tag Team Fortress 2, me and Tommy. Like I had just made my channel, and he had already had a channel, and I was just like, hey, let's just make a channel, and it was like, hey, I'll be there for their first video or whatever. It's got a lot of problems, like the lack of frame rate, there's not good audio mixing, and some of the jokes work, but a lot of them just don't really land, are too long sometimes.
We shall find a way. We must find the queen. Even though there are only.
But since it's the first video and it does have a few genuine moments, I'm gonna give it a respective B. Ultimate Chicken Horse. I like that it still has some of the same frame rate problems, but the jokes are actually a lot funnier in this one. Well, actually, there are like a lot of points where I'm just, but there are a few funny jokes. So I think I'm gonna put this one in B tier as well. Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. This one still has frame rate issues, but they're a lot less necessary because the other two games are very speedy. This one's a lot more slower paced, so it doesn't really matter as much. And there's also a lot more funny bits. Like there's a lot more funny jokes like this one.
I am invincible! Invincible! Ow!
That's like actually a clever joke, and so there's a lot more. So this one is A. Yeah, I don't. I think Jigglypuff is coming. Happy Wheels. This is another C. This one is kind of like it's half Ultimate Chicken Horse and it's half Tabs. It just kind of almost because it's Happy Wheels kind of makes it a little bit worse. I think I'm actually I just keep wibbly wobbling on this one. The last parts of it are like really good, but then all the build up to it isn't really that great. Stupidity World, Human Fall Flat. This one is really short and it's really unfinished, and the back end of it is really bad. But the first part is just so funny. There's some actual like good jokes. There's a kind of a bunch of dumb like editing mistakes in there and stuff. But for the first bit of it, it is just a fun time. FNAF goes in D tier. FNAF 2, the second FNAF goes in F tier. These two have horrible audio quality. I can't really explain well what's going on. The first one has a few very funny bits, like Bonnie and the Freddy plush do like the Bible thing from the food show or whatever. Like that is funny. But like this one, I can't remember any good jokes from that. I can't remember any good jokes from that except like the Simple Flips one, which I think was in that. Yeah, that was kind of funny. But it's just so dragged out. So yeah, that is a real F tier. So then Shroom Shroom. Shroom Shroom is very tough to rank. Every time I think of Shroom Shroom, I think of, oh yeah, that's gonna be an A. But every time I watch it, I'm like, this isn't that good. There's a lot of like dumb parts with me dragging out like my acting and stuff. There's a lot of really forced bits that I was just like, I want to do this, but I have no segue for it. I don't even have an ironically bad segue. I just have very bad segues. But it does have some funny bits, so I'm just gonna put it in C. A. Bad Friends, the Bad Friends ones. I love all of the Bad Friends ones. They are all good. This one starts out strong in the A tier. It's got a few like weird cringe moments, but for the most part, it is clever. It is kind of childish, but I think that just adds to the charm of it. I really love that one. It's got quite a few clever bits and laughs, and so I'm actually gonna skip it. And so does the Cold War one. Those two are pretty much on the same pedestal. While the you could make an argument for Cold War one going in B because it's a lot shorter and has a few less stuff, but I think they should both just be an A. But Bad Friends Attack. This is the first S tier of the list. This is just, it's just such a great romp. It's got a lot of cohesive, funny moments, even though it's sort of hard to explain. But yeah, I really like this one. It's a B. It's got great editing. This is the first one where I kind of began settling into like my really good editing. The shortness kind of ends it a bit, and I don't know. I think it should be in B. B and B. Haha. Bed friends do surgery. This is, well, it's got the really badly green screen song part. It's got a bunch of like dumb stuff, but it's also got a bunch of great stuff, and I'm gonna put it in another S because it's also a very, very fun romp. I edited Muselk's Fortnite video, yeah! Muselk is not really a person that I have any respect for anymore, and Fortnite is a game I do have respect for, surprisingly, but I don't really like Muselk anymore. I think the editing in this video is very good, but if you don't like Muselk and you don't like Fortnite, it's not really, it's kind of a situational D. Like, I could have picked a better YouTuber to do an editing thing, and it's just basically almost stealing the content almost. A very accurate Slurpee the Dog description. I would probably put this in A. It's obviously very low effort, since it's just a compilation of funny moments from my videos, which obviously, looking at the tier list, were kind of a wide range of quality. But I think it's pretty good. Like, it's just like a bunch of wacky stuff, and I think it was a good, it still kind of sums up my channel almost. Morik's mystery video, that's a B because why did I use screencast if I had to record it? Why didn't I just download the video? But it's still funny. The timing's a little off for the end. B, another B. It's got, the editing almost seems like it got a little worse. I don't know, I think it was more my actual recording of it got a little bit worse. The editing, I don't know, it's very average, but it's good, but it's very just good. It's not anything special. Super Mario Odyssey featuring Google Images. It's just kind of there in all of my stuff. I don't really feel like it fits stuff I would do on the channel. I am going to skip up. All the way up to, where is it? Images preceding unfortunate events. This is a very similar video. Both of them I had really fun making, and I probably still would have really fun making, but they both just kind of are very meh, weird, average videos of just images. I would love to do one of them again, but they're very average, and I don't really want to upload any more videos like that on the channel. Now, going from average to godlike, 50 Years of Moon is still one of my best videos that I've ever made. It is still one of the most magnum opuses things. It and its sequel are criminally underrated in my opinion. If you want a good Slurpee the Dog content, go to this. It is just it's so fun. I make so many good, funny jokes. There's weird lore or whatever. It's great. And then from one masterpiece to the other, or Spawn. It's got a few problems in the frame rate department and stuff, but it's my longest video I've ever made. Not always an indication of quality, but it's just got edits right up to the end. The end is kind of sped up because I was just oh, I want to end this, but there's so much footage of me just doing boring stuff. But that is just, both of those two are just very good videos that I want people to watch. An update or something is going. I made 4 update videos and they are all bad. This is the only one that I consider good enough to not unlist. The other 3 are just horrible. Don't really like their existence at all. This one kind of represents all of them. I think there are a few funny edits in there or whatever, but it's not even accurate to what even happened. As usual, I never can promise anything, so that's cool. Breathing Part 1. It's not got a lot, it doesn't have any effort into it. But putting it in S. Combining several YouTube channels. It could kind of go in C or D. It was made in one day, and you can tell that it was rushed. But there are a few good moments in here, but I think it like, especially some of like the stuff like Grande and Game Theory is just horrible. And then at the end, I went through all the effort to recreate what PewDiePie would probably have in his Minecraft Let's Play. I had like Jurgen in the hole. I had like stuff that at the time of recording he had like in his inventory a lot. And I didn't get rid of the creeper spawn egg. But what actually happens is just so perfect, but it's all ruined by the creeper spawn egg being there. Markiplier SCP video. Very good edits, kinda too short because it's rushed. Stolen content, sort of, but I would put it in A because it's a very nice, jolly video. It is stolen content once more, but I like it. Sal Part 2 for real. I mean, it's kind of funny. It's kind of a D. I just made that as a troll. Scootering, noob versus pro versus hacker. Wait, no, that's not it. No, that one goes in A tier. But scootering, noob versus pro versus hacker, masterpiece. I love the scootering one. Obviously, was it my second ever collab with like, I say collab with Tommy, but like we've been friends for like almost, probably almost 10 years at this point, so.
Hello.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
But yeah, that one is a very fun video, like just great. I think you should watch that. It's not as good as the two masterpieces, but it's pretty good. This is serious. Not well edited at all. Very funny if you get the context though. I'm gonna put it in a high C. It's like me bloopering at Corey Kenshin is also funny. TPR, if you couldn't tell, I made this for a school project, and I actually think it turned out very nice. I like the jokes that like I inserted in, and the group actually really liked it. It's kind of short, but I don't know. It's funny enough to where it could probably go in an A tier, but I think I'll put it in B tier. C. It's a very original idea, and it's weird. Like I don't know. C just kind of feels like, so I don't know. It's a very weird and original idea. Sir Billy out of context. I made before even watching the full extent of Sir Billy. But I think it still holds up, like with the timing and stuff. Like I like all the jokes in there, and I think it's not many out of context like videos are that good, and I consider this one pretty dang good. Another F tier. This is just low effort as crap. Doesn't even reflect the weird political opinion that seems to be there. I don't know. That one's just I don't know. That it's kind of funny because it's like it's a Twitter video. That's like something I would upload to Twitter nowadays.